Well, hello, friends. Real quick before we kick off the episode, I have to let you know about something exciting. I am seriously considering having an upgraded version of this podcast where you get bonus episodes and exclusive content. But here's the deal, I'm trying to decide what that content and those episodes should be. I do have some ideas, and I was wondering if you could vote really quick and tell me what you think about what would entice you, what would be interesting to you to get as bonus episodes on this podcast. For example, deeper dives into topics. Maybe I'm answering questions that many of you ask about starting or growing a business. Maybe even overhearing coaching calls, something like this. It would be a paid, upgraded version of this podcast, not very expensive at all, probably just a handful of dollars a month, but it be extra content for you to help you along your journey. My whole goal is to help you build your business dream. And I would love to offer you even more because some of you are asking for it. So if you could just look down in the show notes right now, there's two ways you can give me your answers. Number one, I have a Google form with 5 quick questions. It can be anonymous. You just answer them and vote on what would be interesting to you. Or number two, I have a voice memo system. You can just click it and you could just leave a voice memo with your phone right now and just record it and tell me what kind of topics, what things would be interesting to you behind the scenes, market news, what would be things that would be extra that would be really valuable to you. So thank you all so much. Okay, on to the episode.
Well, hello, this is Kimberly Brock, and for over 20 years, I've been running my own businesses that have not only been profitable, but personally fulfilling to me. So now I'm on a mission to help other new business owners just like you make money doing what you love too. Now we're going to have some fun, so let's get started. Well, hello, this is Kimberly. It's episode 158, and I am so glad that you're here today because I want to give you a little talking to. I want you to stop getting ahead of yourself as you are starting this business because it's hurting you. It is really hurting you. I'm going to talk through 3 ways that it's hurting you, and I don't want you to do them. And some of you may be like, how can I even get ahead of myself if I haven't even started yet and I don't even know what I'm doing? Well, this is the good news. Now you know. You're learning a lesson before you get ahead of yourself. So if you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you found this podcast because each week I'm going to provide you with valuable tips and strategies for starting and building a product or service business doing what you love. So if this is you, you are in the right place. And did you know that I have a private Facebook group? I do. It's called Women Starting Businesses, Doing What We Love. There's a link down below. You can come in today. I'd love to welcome you in. I do a weekly post welcoming in all the new members. We've had exponential growth lately. It's been so awesome. And we have so many fun posts, and it's just a great group of supportive women. If you are starting your business, this is the place for you. So I'm personally inviting you. Make sure you come in. Also, if you're new, I've got some free goodies for you. I have a 16-step checklist to help you get started. Y'all, I could charge for this list. I'm not, because it's free and I want you to have it and I want you to get moving with your business. That's my whole mission. So that's why I give it away to you. So make sure you grab that. People love it. And then I actually do have an Ikigai guide. And you're like, what is she talking about? What is an Ikigai guide? Number 1, it's free. Number 2, it's going to help you find your true business purpose. It's awesome. I've got a Venn diagram in there for you. If you're in the idea stage and you're like, what business should I be starting? What's my really purpose in doing this? You are going to figure it out with that guide. Everyone tells me they love that too. So I've had these for a couple years now. They're awesome. They're tried and true, and make sure you grab them. The links are below. And if you've been listening, well, thank you so much to all my loyal listeners, to all my Grow Getters, to my Just Getting Started members. Y'all are amazing, amazing. And I'm just so proud of all of you. I'm so in awe of everything that you're doing and how you're making a difference in others' lives through your business. I'm just so honored to be a part of your journey. I really am. And I'm so excited that you're here. If you have been listening to this podcast a while, let's say you've been listening even for a year or 2. I have listeners that have been with me since day 1, which was just about 3 years ago. And if that's been you and you find value in this podcast, you're still here and you've never reviewed this podcast, would you do me a huge favor and just rate it? You can give it a 5-star rating, super quick. If you're an Apple Podcast, it asks you to rate it. And if you have 30 seconds to write a written review, y'all, it means so much to me. It really does. I savor every review and I appreciate the time that you take. It just means the world to me. So if you would do that, that would be awesome. And that is it. On to the episode. Well, hello, everyone. How are you?
what is going on with your business? I am dying to know. I get this excited. I really am this excited. You can ask my Grow Getters or even now the Just Getting Started members, because I get super giddy on the lives and you can see it on my face. So you can't see it here in the podcast, but it's real. And I'm still kind of giddy and like on a high because today we recorded our holiday marketing training. Were y'all in that masterclass? I hope you were. Y'all, I shared so many strategies that I know you can use to turn into massive income this holiday season. Y'all know that over the years in my online gift boutiques, I would have over $100,000 months selling kids' gifts and women's bags and jewelry and you name it, cutting boards and soaps. Yes, I would have 100K months. I remember my husband sitting there on the calculator, like adding up because I had 2 different websites. And he was like, oh my gosh, that's like 100 and whatever thousand. And I'm like, I know, is this not crazy? It's like one of those moments, you know, when things are happening every year that you're like, is this going to end? Do y'all ever do that when you think stuff is so good that it's going to end? And let me just tell you something. Savor the days when you have massive sales because it won't always be that way. Businesses change and all that. I'd love to tell you that you're going to make loads of money every single year. But when you start having those big years where you're like, I can't believe it, I want you to savor it and be so proud of yourself, because I remember my husband saying he was just so proud of me and I never really got it. I literally didn't. And I think it took until I started this business in the beginning when I had to start over in the very beginning 3 years ago when I wasn't making anything and going, oh my gosh, I did that. Like, I can't believe I actually did that. Now I'm building up this business and it's just so rewarding. And I love this business now because I get to deal with people like you who are just courageously trying to start your dream. And I love it. I feel so almost complete in my career. I can't even tell you this. I can't even tell you how awesome it feels. Today, I was on the live, for all of those of you that were in the holiday marketing training, and just getting to share all these strategies that I've learned over the years and with my clients now, even for product businesses and for service businesses, getting to share all that is just amazing because the light bulbs were going off. Y'all were like, oh my gosh, I'm going to apply this one right now. And it's just awesome. So I ask you right now, if you really have strategies in place for the holidays, like, are you prepped? Like, do you know what your business is doing? Do you have strategies laid out? Do you have a plan? If you do not, make sure you check out my holiday marketing strategy masterclass. Actually, it wasn't called that. It was called Holiday Marketing Masterclass. I should have added the word strategy in there because there was probably 100 strategies shared. But anyways, make sure you check that out below because I'm offering it at a low price right now because I want you to see how valuable help like this can be to you and your business, and how much money these kinds of tips can make you, So anyways, I'm still on a high from today. It was a total blast and I love doing workshops with y'all. So anyways, I hope your business is doing well and you're kickstarting everything for the holidays. Today, I wanted to talk to you about stopping getting ahead of yourself right now. And some of you are like, what are you talking about? I need you to stop getting ahead of yourself because it's hurting you. I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why it's hurting you based on what I'm seeing from those of you that are product and service business owners that I work with all the time. This is what's happening. And I don't want it to happen to you because can you think about it in life when maybe you've gotten ahead of yourself or someone else has? Well, let me go ahead and share the first one with you and I'll tell you a story about my daughter where she's getting ahead of herself. Okay. So the first one is that you need to stop getting ahead of yourself because you're, number one, trying to cross a bridge before you get there. You're like literally trying to figure out how to get over this bridge and you're not even to the bridge yet. Okay, so this happened with my daughter, Ava. She's 13. She's probably going to die. I'm telling you this, but she's not listening. She is not listening. I can tell you that right now. She is probably watching a dog video or at dance right now. Like that's what's happening, or eating a snack. Who knows? But anyways, here is a prime example. And you've probably witnessed your kids doing it and y'all are doing it with your business too. And I don't want you to do it. Okay, so this is what happened. So my daughter, goes to a little private Christian school and it's like a hybrid school where 3 days a week she's at school, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, she does school at home and she does everything herself. No, I'm not a homeschool mom. I don't feel like my gift is to teach my child. And so I feel like I can teach new business owners, but my child, no, I don't have good patience with my children like that. I have patience with other things, but not with schoolwork. Anyways, She next year for ninth grade may be going back to the public high school because she wants the whole public high school experience because her older sister was a cheerleader and her brother played sports and all this stuff. And, she was just like, I think I want to try. I'm going to go back there and try it. I'm like, okay, perfect. So we'll go next August, September, whenever school starts, August next year of 2023. Okay. We are in October of 2021. And here's a prime example of crossing the bridge before you get there. So my daughter also, if you know that my husband and I somehow produce tiny females as our offspring, like tiny. My oldest daughter, Lexi, is 4'11 3/4. Yes, she is. Shout out to Lexi. She's 4'11 3/4. She is. I'm 5'3". My husband's 5'10". Don't ask me how the perfect storm of genetics makes this precious 4'11 3/4 23-year-old. So my daughter, Ava, is 13. And the doctor told us last year, I think she might be 5 feet. I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? I'm 5'3.5". I'm average. My husband's 5'10". It's average. But anyways, genetics is hilarious because I know the opposite. I know people that are short that have really tall kids. So it's just, this is what happens. So anyways, she's going to be about 5 feet. She's 4'10" right now, 4'10.5", whatever. We measured recently. She was all excited. But she's going to school, back to the public school. And so when she goes back to the public school, she has to have new clothes because right now with our private school, they have to wear their school uniforms, just like these little polo shirts and skirts. So one day she's like, can we go shopping? And I was like, sure. It was Saturday. So we just had fun going to the mall. And then she's like, okay, I want to try on this and this. And I'm like, oh, okay, what is this for? What are you trying on? She goes, get ready for next year for ninth grade for school, because I'm going to need new school clothes and I need to go ahead and prepare. I'm like, wait, we're here because you're trying to pick out clothes for 11 months from now and you're still growing. You're not done growing and you're trying to plan and you don't even know what the styles are going to be because you know how it is in high school. The girls have to wear what everyone else is wearing. I'm like, Ava, I just tried to stay calm. I'm like, okay. I said, Ava, listen, I think you're going to grow by then. So I don't think these jeans that you're trying on right now are going to fit you next year. You don't know the style. You don't know. And you don't even know if you're going to like these. You don't know if you're going to fit into them. And so I think we should wait to buy clothes for next fall, 11 months away. Let's wait until, and you can get excited next summer and we'll go shopping. How about that? She kind of looked in the mirror and she looked at me and she's like, oh yeah, I know. I'm just kind of worried that I'm not going to be, not going to have my clothes ready in a full wardrobe. I'm like, Ava, you're going to be just fine. I promise you. Okay. Totally trying to cross a bridge before she got there. Totally trying to put the cart before the horse. She was trying to prepare so well ahead of time because she gets a little bit of anxiety about things. I don't know if any of you listening get anxiety, generalized anxiety about stuff that's coming up and you're trying to prepare. I know a lot of you are probably shaking your head right now. This is what happens. But my point is, look at that. Do you think that's smart for my little Ava, who's not done growing, to be trying to pick out clothes in October for the following August, September? No, it is not appropriate. I'm just going to say it. It's not. Okay. And it's the same with your business. So many of you are trying to learn all these advanced things. And people are trying to look at Facebook ads and do all these things. They haven't even gotten anything selling in their business yet. You haven't even gotten your business open. What are you doing? You're trying to look at maybe spending a ton of money on a website or figuring out advanced sales tactics, advanced, things you're going to be doing, your whole funnel and all this stuff. No, not yet. Let's get things going. Let's get your first product or service ready. Let's get it tested and make sure it's working and get your business open. That's what we need to do. Okay. Stop putting the cart before the horse. Think of my daughter, Ava, or one of your children or someone that you know, or yourself or your spouse or your mom or your dad. Think about it. People do this and it's a waste of time. Do not try to be learning advanced tactics and things that are not applicable to right now when anything could change. Y'all could be trying to master something that may change, even a software that you're thinking, oh, I'll use this next year. Y'all software keeps changing at the fastest pace I've ever seen in my entire business career, now almost 23 years. Okay. It is changing so fast. So just everybody hang tight and let's do first things first. Let's take care of now because we can worry about that when it comes, okay? And it makes me think of too, there's the Bible verse, Matthew 6:34, that says, therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Each day has enough trouble. Now, this isn't trouble that I'm necessarily talking about for you, but I'm talking about things that you need to be, quote, worrying about. It's not even worrying about, doing. Things you need to be doing now, and you can cross the bridge when you get there later for all the advanced strategies, all the advanced tactics, fancy software, all the stuff, okay? The first reason you need to stop getting ahead of yourself when you're starting your business is that you can cross the new bridges when you get there. Don't try to cross bridges now that aren't really there. Like you're making up bridges that aren't really there, okay? Okay, number 2. When you are getting ahead of yourself, you're wasting time and money on things that you don't need to be doing right now. So number 1, we know your thoughts were putting you ahead. And so you're like, okay, I need to be doing these things. And your thoughts are jumping your head. That's what I was talking about crossing the bridge too early. Number 2 is about you actually wasting time and money, because you may be buying trainings or courses that do not apply to you right now. And I can say that I'm actually guilty of that. I did that. When I started this business here, I was kind of putting the cart before the horse and doing things that I shouldn't have been doing yet. Like I had to switch software like 3 or 4 times, and I'd already invested in someone to build a beautiful site for my website, and she was amazing and awesome. But like I should have waited just a little bit longer, because then if I had known which platform I was going to be on, I could just had her made it on that one. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you will spend time and money, and then you'll be studying things. You'll be like, okay, I need to be learning this whole Instagram post strategy, which I do believe you need to know about social if you want to use social, right? Or any method. But doing something that you shouldn't be working on right now is not good for you. You're not prioritizing what money needs to be spent on what. It's just like when you get married or when you build a house or when you have expenses for your family. Think about it. There's things that you don't need to be spending time and money on right now when you have a house. So, I will say this. Before I had my daughter, I know everyone does this. They before I had my first child, you prepare everything. You have the diapers lined up in a cute little caddy, and the lotion's out, and every single little outfit hanging out perfect, and all this stuff. I did not understand any of that until I actually had my child. And I was like, you know what? I actually do have time to do this, because I'm sitting here nursing, and then I put her down for 2 hours, and I have time to figure stuff out. But y'all may not agree with me on that. But I realized by the third child, we didn't. Poor Ava. I was like, whatever, we're going to figure this out after she's born. I'll figure out what clothes. You know what? It's kind of funny too. When you have a child, you don't know their personality. And once you get to know their personality, you kind of dress them toward that personality. And so you could be investing in a whole bunch of clothes that don't even fit their type of personality. Or worse, you could end up having a girl when you thought you were having a boy. That whole thing. But I'm just saying, think about it in life. There's things that you don't really need to be spending time and money on right now. Let's say your house, for example, and you have repairs that you need, but you also have been dreaming of a new car or something. You don't need to be buying a new car when there's massive repairs that you need in your home. That's probably a better example. Think about that. We have to prioritize. It's the same with your business. You could be wasting money on something that you don't need to be doing, wasting time learning, buying courses or workshops or anything that are not applicable to right now starting your business and getting it open and getting your first thing open and knowing how to set yourself up for success versus trying to skip ahead to college and figure out this advanced tactic when you're still in high school. Okay. So number 1, you're going to cross the bridge when you get there. This is how you're going to stop getting ahead of yourself. You're going to say, me, person, myself, I'm going to stop trying to cross bridges before I get there. Number 2, I'm going to stop wasting time and money on things that don't matter right now. Okay. And number 3, you know what is happening when you're getting ahead of yourself? You are stalling helping people and making income. You are stalling helping people and making income because your business isn't open yet, because you've put the cart before the horse, because you're spending time and money on things that don't matter. You are stalling helping people and you're stalling making money. Here's the deal. When you start your business, you need to start generating income and testers and people on your products and services as soon as possible, because you need to start getting income. And I know some of you may have enough money where in the beginning, you may not have to be so stressed out that you have to have income, where there's others of you that are like, I have to absolutely have a lot of money coming in to make up for me quitting my job, right? So I know we've got a whole spectrum of people. When I started this business here, I wasn't so much under the gun when I was starting, because I already had padding for my other businesses and all that good stuff. And we're fine. And we're at a stage in our life where we're comfortable, right? So I didn't feel this like sense of urgency, like you have to make money immediately. But I'm going to tell you something, and this is the honest truth, that had I been more under the gun with money, I probably would have been a lot more aggressive with how I marketed myself. Meaning I would have showed up in the beginning probably with more conviction because there was more on the line. Anyways, what I've noticed from working with people who needed to make money immediately is that they were quicker to make money. They were out there hustling, feet on the street. They were able to help people sooner. They were able to help people sooner, and the money was proof of that because they were already making money. That's what happens. You want to put yourself under the gun, even if you really aren't. That's my advice to you, because as I said, I was comfortable when I started this, and I should have been making more money in the very beginning, but I was like scared, and I'm like, I don't have any pressure because I don't have to make money right now, but that actually hurts you. That actually hurts you. I truly believe that. It stalls you from really actually helping people, okay, and making money. So listen, I hope today you sit here and think this through and ask yourself, am I letting the cart before the horse? Am I trying to cross a bridge like my daughter Ava trying to get clothes 11 months ahead of time? Like, are you doing that when you don't need to be doing? Like, what if I let her do that? What if I was like, okay, let's buy the jeans and the cute shirt, and then come next fall, she's grown out of them because she grew to 5'1", even though the doctor said 5 feet, but that 3 inches makes her not fit the jeans. And maybe she'd put on a little weight because she'd matured a little bit and none of this fit. And that's wasted time and money shopping and buying. What are you doing in your business right now that you are putting way before you should be doing it? Like, shouldn't you be prioritizing what you need to be doing to get this thing open and selling already, so you can start helping people, you can start tweaking, you can start making things great, so that over the coming months, as you're open, you're generating income and you're making a difference already, okay? I need you to stop getting ahead of yourself. And I want to tell you now, that is why I have the Just Getting Started group now. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's my new group program. I lay out everything for you for starting your business and getting it open and selling already, okay? How you can get your prototype or your sample product, your beta product, whatever you want to call it, ready and out there, and let's go. I help you do that and speed that up now, because I know, as I always say, that your biggest learning time is going to come after you open. And I want to get you there. So however long it takes you, maybe it only takes you a couple weeks and we can get you open. Or maybe some of you, it takes a month or 2 months or 3 months because you've had to build something on the side. You've had to make your product. And I get that. If you're spending time making your first product, and for whatever reason it's taking a little while, I'm okay with that. I just don't want you spending time learning advanced tactics and taking courses and workshops that you do not need right now. Because once you open, you'll be like, okay, here's my product. Okay, now I'm getting this. Now I'm seeing the problems that people have. Now I understand how my product needs to be better. Now I understand how it truly makes a difference. And now I can take this course or that workshop or do that or learn these advanced strategies. That's why I have Grow Getters, by the way. But that's when you can do that. So let's go at the pace that we know that works the most efficiently and effectively for getting your business going and then off the ground and growing. Okay? So remember, cross the bridge when you get there. Stop yourself if you're doing that. Number 2, don't waste time and money on things that you don't need to be doing right now. Prioritize the right things. And number 3, realize that you need to start helping people. You need to start helping people and create an income for yourself now while you're figuring this all out. You can get paid while you're figuring this all out. Can you believe that? You actually can. You can get paid while you're starting your business. How awesome is that? And if you are ready to start your business in the most effective way possible, in the most efficient way possible, so that you're not working on things you don't need to be working on, so you're not wasting time and money on things, and so that you can start helping people, then make sure you check out my Just Getting Started group. I'd love to have you in there. I lay out everything for you. It's going to save you so much time and money because it's an inexpensive group to get in now so you can get your business going. So that is it. Y'all are awesome. I hope you have a great day. And if you've been listening here today too, and you're like, well, I already have my business open. These are great points, but I've already, have it open. I want to invite you into my Grow Getters group. Yes, that's where we talk about advanced sales strategies and all kinds of awesome tips and ways to have a flow of people coming into your business so you can grow your business and get it to consistent sales, because I know that's where you want to be after you get it open. You need to get to consistent sales, and I help you put the systems in place to do that. So I'm so excited you're here. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope y'all have a great day. And until next time, bye now.
Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com, and yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.